Welcome collectors and hobby enthusiasts. In this edition of Diecast Emporium, we're going to be reviewing the Diecast Masters Caterpillar 730 articulated dump truck in HO or 1/87 scale. The item number is 85130. It is part of their Highline series, and like the 1/50 scale Highline series models, it does come in the collectible metal tin. So let's go ahead and take a look at that first. As you can see, it has a nice rendering of the model on the side of it. Up on top, you have a picture of the truck hard at work, along with the item number and a brief description of it. And on the reverse side, again, another picture of the truck at work and your machine dimensions and specification details. Again, if you'd like to read those, feel free to pause the video right now and you can take a look at those. Moving straight into the model review. There is the truck. So this is a first generation Diecast Masters Highline series model. So even in 1/87 scale, it does come with Bob, the heavy equipment operator, permanently affixed in the cab. You can, however, with the use of a Phillips screwdriver, take this model apart and remove him after you purchase the model if that is something that bothers you, so don't let that detract you from purchasing this model. As you can see, the wheels come wrapped in these nice rubber tires with the realistic tire and rubber pattern on them. The mud flaps are casted into the metal casting and painted black. The stairs and handrails, although a little bit too large for the scale, it's nice to see them there, and in this particular model, they are plastic. There is a silver or chrome painted exhaust, and you can see the vents here. They're actually into the casting. They're part of the casting, and they're painted black, which look really good. The 730 and CAT logos, and even down here, it's tiny, but it is there. You have the Assert logo. All of those are very, very well done. Moving towards the back of the truck, you can see that the dump box is very well done and molded and looks good. Underneath here, you have the frame of the truck, which also looks excellent. And if we turn it over, you can see that there's been a fair effort put in to accurately model the suspension of the truck and also different components underneath it. Articulated dump trucks steer by, well, articulating, and that also works very well, helped along by a couple hydraulic cylinders, so you can pose the truck turning left or right at a reasonable angle. Moving towards the front of the truck, again, I mentioned the mirrors on both sides. You have some lights that are all painted into the casting, a tiny Caterpillar badge on the front grille. Now for the function test. Any dump truck needs to dump, and this one is no different. And as you can see, a realistic height and angle can be achieved with most of the cylinders being able to reach out of the cylinder jacket. So that's very respectable for this small of a scale. Now this 730 originally started life back in 2002 as this, a Norscot model. As you can see, Diecast Masters took it and improved it greatly. The original had the older style Caterpillar trade dress and logos, and also a lot of the, such as down here, I'll point out one example, a lot of the rivets have now been painted so that they are not so obtrusive and they don't stand out. And also the dump angle, at least on mine, the original that I had, was never really all that great. That's all that I could get on the original 730 without feeling like I was going to break the truck. And you can see now the dump height is much greater on the new Diecast Masters 730 versus the original. So those are just a couple massive improvements on the new Diecast Masters 730. And we'll close out the video, as we like to do with these HO scale models, as how it looks on a lowboy or a flatbed for a transport load. And this is one of the best you can do. There you go. It makes a very convincing lowboy load and looks right at home up there. So overall, I would say the 730 by Diecast Masters is an excellent articulated dump truck in 1/87 scale. There's a lot of competition for articulated dump trucks in 1/87 scale, but this is certainly priced competitively. The functionality is great. and a lot of the even small details when you get this, I think you will be very, very pleased with it. And again, it is priced right where it should be. If you guys have any comments or questions on this model, or even if you have some suggestions for future releases in 1/87 scale by Diecast Masters, please by all means leave them in the comment section below. Until next time, take care, be safe. We'll see you in the next video.